Hey, it's Dr. Nadia here, and I have a question. It's something that's been on my mind. Actually, it's been on my mind mostly all day. I'm working on my next book. I'm finishing things up. Yay. Um, my goal is to have it over to the editor by next Friday. So get my hips in gear. And the other thing is today I spoke with a group of women at a networking group, and I did a brief sales training. And afterwards, during the Q&A, one of the questions that came up was, how do you overcome objections? And you know how you have this thing that's kind of brewing in your head, and someone asks that critical question, you're like, ooh, well, what about this? So that was that moment for me, because like I said, I'm working on this book and I'm really talking about shifting the paradigm as it relates to sales. And this whole notion of being sleazy and aggressive and just out of control, in my opinion, when it comes to having sales conversations. So one of the things, so my response to her wasn't, this whole thing. I said, here's something I would love for you to consider. What if there were no objections to overcome? What if? Here's why. So as I'm working on this book and really pulling this together, I've been going back and kind of pulling apart the process and also looking at a couple things. And I've been looking up the words in the dictionary. So in the dictionary, I looked up objection and also overcome. And here's something very interesting that I found. So let's start with overcome, overcoming objections. Overcome actually means succeed in dealing with a problem or difficulty, to overpower or overwhelm, or to defeat an opponent. Now that's overcome, right? So then we get to the objection part. It's an expression or feeling of disapproval or opposition. It's a reason for disagreeing, and it's the action of challenging or disagreeing with something. So let me get this straight. As part of the sales conversation, right, and the way we have traditionally been taught to have conversations and to overcome objections, part of it is for me to pretty much go into that conversation prepared to become adversarial with someone I say I want to work with. Does that make sense? Am I the only one? Like, think about it. So I'm going into this conversation. I say that I want to help you. I want to serve you. I want to work with you, whatever that is, right? But I'm going into that conversation prepared to pretty much take on an adversarial, overtake you type attitude and disagree. Like, what is there to disagree about? We're working together. This should be a together kind of thing. Now, I know you're thinking, but Dr. Nadia, not everyone says yes. And they have questions, right? They have questions. Most people, when you really think about it, take a moment and think about your sales conversations. Most people have questions. But you're not in this massive disagreement. Think about the last sales conversation you had where you were like battling it out. And did you really want to work with that person or that team or that company if you were truly battling it out? And that is often where we get hung up. We're like, I don't know about you, but I can clearly speak for me. Anyone that I work with, I want to work with them because I like them. And I know that I can help them and that we can work together in agreement, okay? An agreement. Not that we will always agree, because we are two very human people. I love my husband and we don't always agree, but there is a mutual level of respect. I'm not going into the conversation with them to invite them or we figure out how we want to work together. Is this a good thing? Going in ready to defeat them, overpower them, overwhelm them, have a massive disagreement. Like, really think about it. So that was the question I threw out to the group today. It's a question that I've been really chewing on as I'm working on writing this book. And I'm just looking at all this stuff as I pick it apart. And I'm like, seriously? No wonder people don't want to have sales conversations. I don't have to go to battle every time I talk to someone and to see if we're a good fit to work together. Do you? So my question to you is, what if there were no objections to overcome? What if there were simply clarifying questions? I just need additional clarification to see if this is a good fit. This is Dr. Nadia, your champion for womanpreneurs, and I can't wait to hear your response to the question, what if there were no objections? I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.